Alright, let's talk about monthly reflections because let's be honest, most of us jump from one month to the next without ever stopping to think about what actually happened. And then suddenly, boom, it's the end of the year and we're wondering where all that time went. But here's the thing, and I've been saying this for a while, checking in with yourself at the end of each month is a lifesaver. It basically helps you track your progress, recognize patterns, and realize where your goals should head next. And the best part is that this exercise takes only a few minutes every single month, but the impact it makes is a game changer in your routine. So grab a notebook, open your notes app, or just think through these 10 questions to ask yourself at the end of each month. First question is very simple. What went well this month? Let's start on a positive note. What were your wins? Big or small, they all count. Did you achieve a major goal? Maybe you finally started that project you've been putting off, or maybe your win is something more subtle, like feeling more confident in your daily routine or making time for things that matter. The reason this question is important is because we tend to gloss over our success and tend to focus specifically on what's not working. The thing is, acknowledging progress fuels motivation. Even if what you have to celebrate is as small as remembering to drink more water or remembering to go to bed at the same time every single day, whatever you did, if it's a win, it counts. If you keep a journal, this is also a great way to track growth over time. What went well this month that wouldn't have ever been on your radar 6 months ago? Second question is, what didn't go so well? Alright, now let's get real. Where did things not go as planned? And this isn't about beating yourself up, it's about awareness. Did you set a goal that you completely ignored? Did you struggle with productivity? Maybe you had a rough month emotionally or stress kept you from focusing on what mattered. The key here is not only thinking about what didn't go well, but also pinpointing why it didn't go well. Sometimes this is an external factor like an unexpected event, but other times it's actually a habit or a mindset that we have control over. So knowing exactly why things didn't go according to plan is precisely the first step in identifying the underlying reason and then deciding what you can do next month to ensure it doesn't happen again. Instead of just saying I was unproductive, ask yourself why. Were you tired? Were you distracted? Were you overwhelmed? Was something in your routine not serving you? Each answer will give you a clue about how to improve. Third question is, how did I actually spend my time? Time is tricky. It always feels like we don't have enough of it, but somehow it still slips away. Look back at the past month, and if you're using something like AccuFlow here, you can actually keep track of how much time you spent on each one of your projects and tasks. So where did most of your time and energy actually go? Did you spend it in ways that align with your priorities, or did you fall into distractions and routines that didn't really serve you? If you're actually unsure about this, you can ask yourself a very simple question. Think about one thing you wish you had more time to dedicate to this month. Now ask yourself, did you actually not have enough time for that thing, or did you spend your available time on something else that doesn't bring as much value to you? It's not about guilt here, it's about awareness. If you can start identifying where your time is leaking, you can start making small adjustments to get more out of your days. Question number 4 is, what habits helped me? Good habits are everything. They're what keeps us moving forward even when motivation fades. And this is your chance to recognize the habits that made a positive impact in your life this month. Maybe you started a really consistent morning routine, or maybe you started exercising or meditating. Even just drinking a small glass of water when you wake up in the morning may have made a lot of difference in your routine. Even small habits like writing down one priority per day can have a huge impact over time, so the key here is to figure out what worked so you can keep doing it. Question number 5 is, what habits held you back? Just like good habits push us forward, bad habits hold us back. So did you find yourself procrastinating a lot this month? Did you scroll endlessly before bed and wake up tired every morning? Or maybe you kept saying, I'll do it later, and then later never actually came. Once again, the goal here is not self-criticism, it's actually reflection and thinking about yourself. Identifying habits, whether good or bad, is actually the first step in either correcting them or just continue on improving those habits. It's also important to recognize you don't really have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Just pick a small habit that you want to basically banish from your life and start picking at it every single day next month. For example, if you realize social media eats up hours of your time, maybe you commit to setting app limits or keeping your phone in another room before bed. Small changes add up. Trust me. Question number 6 is, what am I proud of? And this is a big one. When was actually the last time you stopped and thought, oh wait, I'm really proud of myself for doing this? Maybe you finally stood up for yourself in a situation where you normally wouldn't, or maybe you pushed through something hard, or maybe you just kept going when you could have given up. Recognizing what you're proud of helps build self-trust. It's proof that you're growing even when it doesn't feel like it. Question number 7 is, what stressed me out the most? Okay, so if something was constantly draining you last month, now is the time to actually address it. Was it work or a certain relationship, too many commitments? The best way to manage stress is to understand where it's coming from and whether it's something you can actually change. And sometimes stress is going to be unavoidable. There's nothing you can do to change certain stressful situations. But other times we actually create that stress by overcommitting or holding on to situations we can just let go. If something was a constant sort of frustration, ask yourself if there's something you can do to change that next month. Question number 8 is, what do I need more of in my life? It's really easy to focus on what's wrong, but what about what's missing? And maybe you actually need more rest, maybe you need more fun, or maybe you need more time alone, more creativity, more movement, or more connection. And once again, I'm always saying this, but life isn't just about productivity, it's about balance. This question helps you make sure you're actually making time for the things that bring you joy. Question number 9 is my favorite one. What's one thing you want to focus on in the next month? One thing, not 10 things. One thing, just one. If you could choose one priority for next month, what would it be? Maybe it's sticking to a morning routine, making progress on a big project, or just being more present in your daily life. Focusing on one big thing makes it easier to actually follow through. Question number 10 is, what's something that I'm actually looking forward to next month? Look, we all need something to get excited about. And maybe it's an upcoming trip. Maybe it's a new project at work. Maybe it's just like that fresh feeling of starting a new month and all the possibilities and all the excitement of the unknown. Looking ahead with positivity and intention makes a difference. It gives you something to work toward and keeps you motivated. If you don't have anything to look forward to, make one. Plan something fun, even if it's small. Like, an evening just with yourself, reading and drinking some tea. Having things to anticipate makes life so much more enjoyable when you're planning out your month. Okay, so the bottom line is basically life is not about perfection, it's literally about balance. When you take just a few minutes with yourself at the end of each month, you are ensuring that you're giving yourself this incredible opportunity to adjust, to grow, to reflect. Instead of just living life in the same way every single day, you can ensure that you're tailoring your life, that you're creating the life that you actually want. So instead of feeling like life is just happening to you, you start actively shaping it yourself. If you're someone who juggles tasks across multiple platforms, email, Slack, project management tools, you know how easy it is for things to slip through the cracks. That's where AccuFlow comes in.
It's a powerful productivity platform that brings everything together in one place and helps you actually take control of your time. So let me walk you through how I use it. Each morning, I start with time blocking in Akiflow. I can simply drag and drop tasks into my calendar, which helps me visualize my day and stay focused. It's intuitive and gives me a clear roadmap for what needs to get done. One of the best parts, though, are integrations, and just like I showed you before, Akiflow connects with Gmail, Slack, Todoist, Notion, and so much more. Tasks from all of these platforms automatically appear in my universal inbox, so I'm not constantly switching tabs or missing important items. Everything I need is in one central place. I also really appreciate Akiflow's Copilot. It learns how I work, and over time it starts to auto-assign tasks in ways that make sense for my schedule and priorities and projects. It's a subtle but effective way to save time and improve my workflow as well. And if you're into tracking your progress, the stats feature is incredibly insightful. It shows you how much time you've spent on tasks and projects and helps identify areas where you can improve. It's perfect for anyone who wants to be more intentional with how they work. What I love about Akiflow is how customizable it is as well. Everything from color coding events to creating morning rituals or organizing projects. It's flexible enough to adapt to your personal workflow, which makes a huge difference. So if you're looking for a smarter, more efficient way to manage your time and tasks, I highly recommend giving Akiflow a try. It's made a noticeable impact on my productivity, and I think you'll find it valuable as well, so click the link in the description box below to start organizing your life with Akiflow today.